Welcome. There was a time when I was choosing foods that I thought were healthy for my body, and they were my enemy. When I returned to school to become a holistic nutrition health coach, is when I finally discovered that 2 decades of back pain was caused by inflammation. Now I know that inflammation is the number one cause of a lot of diseases such as cancer, diabetes, arthritis, even depression and Alzheimer's disease. That is why when I shed my weight, I was not just shedding weight, I was shedding inflammation that causes disease. And so I also lost my diabetes and my heart disease. But you don't have to be overweight to have inflammation. You see, inflammation is actually can be a friend to us because it is triggered by our immune system. And most of you can relate to this because of the pandemic. They're saying, take care of your immune system because it's fighting off all these invaders. So, whenever we have something that's coming into our body, whether it's chemicals, an allergy to plant pollen, or a virus or an infection, our immune system is trying to fight it off. And in that process, it's creating inflammation, just like an ankle that swells when you injure it. That's temporary and that's good, right? Because it's saying, take care of me, put an ice pack, lift me up in the air, right? That's all good. So I want you to understand that it's the chronic inflammation. It's the persistent inflammation like I had. So we have a tendency to continue to eat foods that we hear are not good for us, like processed foods or sugary foods. And we think, I don't care about my weight. And we look at it as a vanity thing without realizing that the choices that we're making, it's not just about how we look, it's not about our size, it's about our fate or destiny. So we can accept fate and say, well, I'm just going to keep living this way and I want to die this way. Or we can try to choose our destiny and say, wait, help me out here. My body keeps telling me something's wrong because I keep adding on pounds or I keep having pain or I'm getting diseases like I was just one after the other. It was like a ripple effect or a roller coaster, whatever you want to call it. And so Harvard did a study that said, their conclusion in the end was the most powerful tool you have is not in the pharmacy, it's in your refrigerator. And most of us don't want to believe that because it's easier to take a pill. And I get it. Sometimes we have to take pills. I had to take pills until I reversed a lot of my problems. But then once I started putting the right foods into my body and cleansing my body in a way, I was able to eventually get off all them. And that's not, something that everybody can do because we have to catch it before it's too late sometimes. So Harvard also did a study along with a lot of other people, other organizations, their nutrition department, on what were the foods that were going to actually combat this excess inflammation in our bodies and what foods actually the ones that help us and hurt us, basically. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start with the ones that are good for us. So most people know that refined carbohydrates like white bread, right? I'm putting thumbs up, not because it's good, it's because a lot of people still eat white bread, pastries, and a lot of sugar. Okay, so really you got to turn the fingers down because that's creating inflammation in your body. A lot of chemicals. It's not nutrition, it is chemicals your body's fighting off. The other things that are similar to that is fried foods, a lot of processed meats or too much red meat, margarines or lard, and sugary drinks like sodas and other types of sugary beverages. So what are the foods that are anti-inflammatory, which means they're fighting against all the inflammation? Well, with the exception of fish, fatty fish like mackerel, salmon, sardines, most of the other ones are plant-based foods. And so I have a few of them here to show you because these are in my home. I have many, many different types of nuts in my house because they all have a different, mineral or content in there to help us. But nuts are really good for, combating inflammation. Berries are excellent, especially blueberries, but also dark cherries and oranges. And any leafy greens, spinach, kale, broccoli, anything that is really leafy and dark green. So not like regular lettuce. Sometimes it's white and it has really very little nutrition and a lot of water in it. And tomatoes as well. And it's out of season for me here in New Jersey, so I don't have a tomato to show you today. But those are the foods that are really going to help you decrease the inflammation. That said, there are other foods that your body may not like that your body's reacting to. So I really encourage you to listen to your body. And I am doing a 30-day reset right now because I had some cookies and things that I know are putting a little inflammation and, changing my gut health a little bit. And so that is why I'm inviting you to take a peek at the description in my video. I'm offering something for free, which is a chance for you to have a free consultation with me, just to guide you in what might be best for you. And there's no obligation to it at all. So if you're interested in that, I invite you to do that. And if this is the first time meeting me, I'm Michele, and I invite you to follow this journey with us of following the light to peace and joy. And do that by subscribing so that you can get notice every week. And I am here on Tuesdays. And until we meet again, I wish you well, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.